Have you ever watched your peaceful sleeping cat suddenly erupt into a chaotic blur, sprinting across the living room like a rocket? This bizarre explosion of energy often leaves pet parents completely baffled, wondering if their sweet, furry friend has suddenly lost their mind. Scientists call this strange phenomenon frenetic random activity periods, but most cat lovers affectionately refer to these wild outbursts simply as zoomies. Zoomies are essentially massive releases of pent-up energy that cause your cat to run, jump, and dash like a cartoon character. To truly understand why this happens, we must take a fascinating journey back in time. Exactly 2 million years into the past, we arrive in the ancient African savanna, the original home of the African wildcat, the fierce ancestor of our modern house cats. In this harsh and unforgiving environment, high-speed running was an absolutely crucial survival tactic for hunting prey and escaping deadly predators. Every single day was a battle for survival, requiring these wild felines to maintain explosive speed and incredible agility at all times. Even though your modern indoor cat enjoys a life of luxury, their DNA remains heavily programmed with these ancient and powerful instincts. When they suddenly sprint down your hallway, they are actually practicing a highly complex and deeply ingrained sequence of wild hunting behaviors. This precise sequence involves stalking invisible prey, chasing it at top speed, pouncing with deadly accuracy, and delivering the final killing bite. So your living room rug becomes a vast savanna, and that random dust bunny transforms into a highly dangerous piece of prey. You might have noticed that these explosive bursts of energy almost always seem to happen right when you are trying to sleep. This frustrating timing is not a coincidence, nor is it an attempt to annoy you during your precious hours of nighttime rest. Cats are scientifically classified as crepuscular creatures, meaning they are biologically wired to be most active during the twilight hours of dawn. They also experience a massive surge of natural energy during the fading light of dusk, right as the sun begins to set. This specific biological rhythm was directly inherited from their wild ancestors, whose natural prey was most active during these exact twilight periods. Mice, birds, and insects emerge during dawn and dusk, making these specific hours the absolute best times for a successful wild hunt. Therefore, your cat is simply following an ancient internal clock that loudly tells them it is time to hunt and gather food. But why do these chaotic zoomies almost always end up with your cat stopping right next to you on the cozy couch? The answer is deeply heartwarming, as your cat seeks your presence because you represent their ultimate zone of safety and absolute comfort. After expending all that intense physical energy, they feel quite vulnerable and naturally want to rest near their most trusted human companion. However, you might actually be accidentally triggering these wild zoomies yourself without even realizing what your daily actions are doing to them. Engaging in extremely vigorous play sessions right before bedtime can easily overstimulate your cat, leaving them buzzing with excess nervous physical energy. Instead of calming down for sleep, their hunting instincts are fully activated, resulting in a sudden and dramatic sprint across the bedroom. Additionally, a highly cluttered living environment can unexpectedly trigger their natural zoomies by stimulating their deep instinctual urge to explore new territories. Piles of laundry, random boxes, and scattered toys create an exciting obstacle course that practically begs your cat to run and jump. While most zoomies are completely normal and highly entertaining to watch, they are not always a simple expression of joy and playfulness. Sometimes, a sudden burst of frantic running can actually be a crucial warning sign regarding your beloved feline friend's underlying physical health. If your cat suddenly starts zooming away from their litter box, it might indicate that they are experiencing painful urinary tract issues. They might associate the litter box with physical pain and try to literally run away from the discomfort they are currently feeling. Sudden frantic running can also be caused by severe skin irritation, painful flea bites, or highly uncomfortable allergic reactions on their body. Feline hyperesthesia syndrome, a highly sensitive skin condition, often causes cats to suddenly bite their backs and sprint away in sheer panic. In older cats, an unexpected increase in chaotic zooming behavior might actually point towards early stages of feline cognitive decline and confusion. Senior cats might become disoriented in their own homes, leading to sudden bursts of anxious pacing or frantic running across the room. Always monitor your cat closely during these episodes, paying careful attention to any signs of distress, unusual vocalizations, or sudden behavioral changes. If the zooming seems driven by pure panic rather than playful energy, scheduling a prompt veterinary checkup is always the best choice. Assuming your cat is perfectly healthy, the best way to handle normal zoomies is to simply let them safely run their course. Never try to physically catch or stop a zooming cat, as you might easily get scratched or accidentally cause them severe injury. Instead, you can try to actively redirect their explosive energy by using a fun feather wand or an interactive laser pointer toy. Establishing a highly consistent daily play routine can also help them burn off that excess energy during more appropriate hours of daytime. A solid 15-minute play session right before their dinner can effectively simulate the natural wild cycle of hunting and eating food. After a successful hunt and a full meal, your cat will be much more likely to peacefully groom themselves and finally sleep. Providing plenty of tall cat trees and sturdy scratching posts gives them incredibly safe outlets to release their intense bursts of energy. These designated climbing spaces allow them to sprint vertically, fully satisfying their deep, instinctual urge to reach high and secure vantage points. Understanding the complex science behind feline zoomies ultimately helps us become much better and highly compassionate pet parents to our furry friends. It reminds us that beneath their soft fur and cute purrs lies the heart of a highly skilled and fierce wild predator. We must always respect their natural instincts while providing a perfectly safe and loving indoor environment for them to express their behaviors. The next time your cat suddenly turns into a furry tornado, you will know exactly what complex biological processes are actually happening. You can simply smile and appreciate the beautiful wild heritage that makes your domestic cat such an endlessly fascinating and wonderful companion. From the ancient African savannas to your modern living room, the incredible spirit of the wild cat remains completely unbroken and alive. Every single sprint, jump, and playful pounce is a beautiful tribute to millions of years of perfectly honed feline survival and evolution. Embrace these wild moments of chaotic joy, for they are essential expressions of your beloved cat's true and authentic biological inner nature. By observing their zoomies, we gain a profoundly deeper appreciation for the delicate balance between domestic comfort and raw, wild animal instinct. Sometimes, you might even notice their eyes dilate widely right before a massive zoomie episode, signaling that their predator mode is active. Their ears might pin back slightly, and their tail could twitch wildly as they prepare to launch themselves across your carpeted floors. This intense physical preparation happens in mere fractions of a second, showcasing their incredible nervous system and highly evolved feline muscle control. Even the way they drift around tight corners reveals their spectacular agility and perfect balance, utilizing their tail as a biological rudder. It is truly a magnificent display of pure athleticism that most human athletes could only ever dream of achieving in their lifetimes. To fully support this athletic prowess, ensure your home environment is completely safe and free from any dangerous hazards during their sprints. Remove fragile items from low tables and secure loose rugs to prevent any unfortunate slips or accidental crashes during their wild runs. Creating a clear runway down a long hallway can provide them with the perfect safe space to reach their absolute maximum speeds. You might even hear the rhythmic thumping of their tiny paws as they enthusiastically gallop back and forth across your wooden floors. These seemingly crazy moments are actually vital for maintaining their overall cardiovascular health, strong muscles, and highly flexible feline joints over time. Think of zoomies as their very own high-intensity interval training workout, keeping them physically fit and mentally sharp throughout their lives. So, rather than feeling annoyed when they wake you up, try to appreciate the incredible biological machinery working perfectly inside your cat. They are simply answering an ancient call of the wild, echoing through the vast corridors of genetic history, straight into your home. Our feline friends are truly remarkable creatures, seamlessly blending the fierce grace of a wild predator with the gentle warmth of companionship. We hope this detailed exploration has shed some much-needed light on one of the most entertaining and confusing feline behaviors ever. The mystery of the midnight crazies is finally solved, revealing a beautiful story of survival, biology, and deep trust in their humans. Keep observing, keep learning, and always keep providing the best possible care for your extraordinary and highly energetic little indoor wildcats. Thank you so much for joining us on this fascinating journey into the complex and wonderful minds of our beloved feline companions. If you enjoyed uncovering these amazing cat secrets today, Please remember to like this video and share it with other cat lovers. Subscribe to Ultimate Cat Kingdom for more incredible feline facts, and we will see you next time for another amazing wild adventure.